So now discussing Wing Chun footwork, perhaps the most standard way of moving forward in Wing Chun is known as the advancing step, or Seung Ma in Cantonese. And there, again, depending on which Wing Chun lineage you come from or exactly how your particular branch of Wing Chun does it, there are a lot of different variations. In the WT system, generally, we keep the weight on the back leg for a couple reasons. We keep our weight on the back leg so that at any moment, if we need to, we can kick. Also, if our opponent tries to sweep our leg, there's no weight there, so it's basically an empty leg. It also allows us the chance to quickly change our position and enter in from another angle if our opponent gives us too much force. So there are a number of reasons why we do it this way, and other Wing Chun styles sometimes use a slightly different weight distribution, like 70-30, 60-40, and there's always reasonings behind why different styles do it. In our system, we keep most of our weight on the back leg, if not all of it. So the idea when we advance is that we're actually going to use the front leg to pull the rear leg like this, which is a little bit different than the rear-driven advancing step methods of other styles. And one of the reasons we do this is because if we push forward, there may be a chance somebody might kick you or sweep you on the way in. So if we keep our weight back, it's a little easier for us to manage this. So you start from the frontal stance and you're going to do a full 90-degree turn, which is similar to the turning stance, which I had explained in a previous video. And now you're basically going to use the front leg like almost like a hook or like a grappling hook to pull yourself forward. It's going to step, pull, and then bring the rear leg with it. Now, the reason this comes as one unit is because we have what we call a linkage effect between the knees. You train it in the frontal stance, and it stays when you're doing the advancing stance. If you imagine that there's a spring or a coil between the knees, as he steps forward, it's going to expand the coil and increase the tension, and then the coil is going to want to snap shut again. So the idea is as he steps, it snaps shut like this. All right? And he steps again this way. Now we turn the other way. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to advance and pull, advance and pull. So the idea is that we move in one action as opposed to taking two steps to take the step forward. So one more time, advance and step like this. This is the basic advancing stance or advancing step we have in Wing Chun. All right, there are modifications and also different variations of it, but this is the basic one for beginners.